Hello, welcome to this video cast of subscribers to Callum Chew. I've done a video for a bit this week and mine's not exactly being on it. Bit tired, lack of sleep. A lot on my mind. I'm just that type of guy. I've got the snooker on in the background. It's not really too serious as such. It's synchronistic. Well, I didn't know it's happening. Well, that weren't planned. I don't know how to do it.
Well, clearly those pictures told the story of what's going on in the arena at the moment, Stephen. These things obviously happen with a bit more frequency at the moment, as so many of us know. But hopefully it looks as if it'll be sorted out sooner rather than later.
Yes. That's
seen that before at a snooker event. That's the first.
Well, it's not going to be serious, but like I say, I'll just put it on to a chat about the world.
No one's hurt. Hopefully it will all be
scary, actually.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shock, and it's certainly caught. Well, unfortunately, that has happened to table one. Wow. So this is obviously going to cause a huge delay. We have a real issue on our hands.
I know what I want to say. What is David Houghton needing? Well,
increasing regularity.
Right. These things are. No, I'm not going to stop the video. I'm absolutely speechless.
I just hope that the cloth can be.
I don't know if you can see.
I mean, do you get the Hoover out? I don't know.
It's obviously it's hard to tell what that material that is on the cloth. But it does look as if it's dry, so hopefully it can be moved up, but we won't know until information. But the team will try and
don't want to use your mind was blank because of what you've seen. What shocked me, not that it's happened as such, but it has. It's that I just started recording. Got just off oil in Sheffield. This is the woke mentality, the narcissistic woke mentality. Are these things allowed to happen to a point? Yeah, I mean, nobody in this arena will have a clue what's going on. It's all compartmentalised bits from the top. But this is what it's about, the disruption. We saw the Grand National. Now, is the elements Will says die cruel to a point? Yeah. But people like Tony McCoy are denying that. Is there an element that gambling is low vibration? Yeah, it's what people don't want to do. But do horses and cornets be athletes? Well, yeah, we like to run. Got off a tangent here. Anything's dangerous. Going in a car walking across the road. What's worse is when this is outside Buckingham Palace. Seeing out with the King's Lifeguard. David Howard played in. Woman took herself to Scott smiling or anything. Protected the King. That's from the famous David Howard says. And took herself to it. Don't touch the King's Lifeguard right energy head of the right energy bin. So we see all this thing and like this is this global warming, climate change hoax. This is this narcissistic woke.
Fit that session into the schedule, which is already obviously very tight. Through 17 days, every
mentality. I mean, security's tight. I went to have a one in the Crucible on Thursday. I got a narcissistic security guard. I want me close, but yet they can come in and live play. Well, I know we're just gonna have a chat about the world. I've just had the fucking chavs outside the fucking window. I've just not doing it particularly bad, just being stupid. And this is it. People have lost the fact that they're infinite conscious, all that is as it can be, and you get pulled into these frequencies, and this is what's happening. So we've got because these are the same people just up oil. It's funny I said that about jumping on the thing at Grand National, which is like jumping on the main road. It's dangerous live race track. Football, Extinction Rebellion. It's not like, look, use David Icke as your guide. If he's not on these marches, then I won't bother because he worked there at Grand National and here doing that.
Hossein Vafai began this
The
morning
point
with
is
quite an impressive start to the session.
we're seeing this disruption, this
snooker to establish a 9-6 lead. Let's pick up the
distortion.
frame 16.
And
It does seem like his opponent will take
and
his
they don't
chances.
realise the materials that they used to try and stick themselves is made of oil. I mean, the fact they've got the arena without clothing on.
Much sign of that.
But we've seen these things, and this is David Icke present the snooker. We've seen these things at more regularity. This is where we need to. It's like his power back. Well, I didn't know what we were talking about as such, but there you go. Another thing, well, this Satanism, paedophilia, and
Just trying to make it hard for
it's that energy, demon, Satan, this low vibration. Can you have narcissistic and psychopath together? The thing in psychology. Well, this forces to be narcissistic, psychopathic. It's everything. It's Satanism, paedophilia. It's the lowest of the low, and that's the energy that we are questioned to. And that's why you see in drag time story thing in school, adults getting naked from the kids. Any adult wants to get naked from the kid with paedophile. So we're seeing all this distortion of the world.
fraction of an angle. This is very difficult.
It's sad to say it went,
Massive screw back.
you know, but this is the next stage of the agenda. Keep it simple, World War 1 to 9/11, COVID, everything in between. The IRA, everything. It's all this distortion.
Dead still and generate that
Playing
power.
people up against
Just amazing.
each other. And yeah, and Blue Ramman says what to YouTube. Go back to like Sam Smith and that. He's like, can we take a grip of the situation here? And that's what people need to do. And
Context of how this session has unfolded.
That
was a moment of real class from Ding Junhui.
we're seeing everything unfold, and the world is heading in a direction the way that David Icke, me as well, he's been doing it longer than me, a lot more focused than me. If we were going to acquiesce, we've left it late in the day. But yeah, I had feeling something would happen. You know, just had that lot at the window. Just, I'd seen Larry, not particularly too bad.
Trying to get that Blackie to play.
And things are happening. Been saying for a while. But
Tough opener now for Faye.
people just realise that two things that will bring us to an end. People, because if you do it on a 5 sense level, it's very hard. But if you take in the nature of reality that world is as it can be, there's no solidity and all of that. We're living in digital holographic simulation. And we stop acquiescing it. I think that pretty much brings it down. But yeah, going back to that. Have they got in the arena? I bet I couldn't just go and walk in.
Tough day in the office.
But you know, there are freeze won't know that were happening.
So this isn't easy to get position.
This is all compartmentalised.
Go into the right corner. With the red so close to the pocket, sometimes you can misjudge them.
And there's just no respect, people. And I'm a bit tired, so I'm waffling a bit. But
I think maybe you should have played that.
this is it, isn't it? I mean,
Less back
go back to people like
put some
Tom Smith and that.
himself.
They don't really get pulled into Satanism, paedophilia and all that. The way they dress it's all symbology and saying he wants to be a fish of them. What a fucking idiot. We're infinite consciousness and we experience as human beings, men and women, duality and this reality.
On another day,
We're all part of the same whole, but we're unique expressions, not one blob. A consciousness.
no, but
So
second best is having a nice angle
go in and out of bulk.
So there you are. The BBC got David Icke, I think. You know. I think it's about time. Tell him on. Because he's actually on the side of what's happening tonight. The weird thing is I just started recording. Synchronicity, that's what shocked me. I mean, I get a lot of synchronistic, as you do when you open up more. But I didn't expect that, though. There was a funny energy. But these are the times we live in.
He's not there yet, but he's getting ever so close.
We need, because one thing about this, these protests,
bit unfortunate to end up in the one place that makes this red missable.
One thing they'll do with not being peaceful, they'll say, well, they want to ban protesting. Now, I support people's right to protest, even being an idiot. But we have to stop being idiots. But they want to stop freedom marches like what David Attenborough on. Expression of joy, love, and energy, rather than that distortion. That's how not to do it. And that's, yeah, that's what I think they want to stop. And I think it could be a bit of distortion there. I mean, we've got to put all possibilities on the table of what's happening in the world. People will say, you plan that? No. That's why I like, more the fact that I decided to do a video and leave Zook on the background.
Really does want to play on the black here.
So, now are people starting to get what people like myself, but people like David Icke has been doing it 33 years. Not 30, oddly. Full time, he has.
He was desperate to play for the black, trying to get the gap.
Because people like David Icke, it's like, yeah, but only what you're going to repeat what the media say. People say he's a millionaire, he's not. Don't mean he's poor or anything like. But he has every right to earn a living by trying to serve the world to put food on the table. You know, and one way, it's not good that it's happened, but it's good that people are starting to see this demonic mentality more and more, so we can, like, look it in the eye, we'll blink, take a step back and look at it again, because things are only going to get worse if we don't. It's so easy to want to go downtown and lamp these people. We just find fire with fire. That's why you have to control the emotions. Your reptilian brain and your head and belly emotion, and don't get pulled in, because that's the thing you want. It's distortion. And I'm telling myself as much as anybody, it's like, because naturally you see somebody disrupt something that you love doing, you just want to go bang, but you can't do that. That's where it's not easy. But because I can get quite emotional. A lot of people with Asperger's can, but yeah, I've slept this weekend. Not been very well at all. Anxiety has been absolutely through the roof. And I've lost a little bit of weight, but I need to get back into it. But I seem to get so far with stuff. I've then go again. It's just, you know, we've got to find ways for them. I'm trying to keep going with exercise and being positive, but I seem to be like Ronnie, just crashing. But well, there you go. What we've just Stop Oil done? Stopping themselves in, like, somebody in prison there. But again, that's thing they do. That's all that distortion. But that's what it should be. They stuck themselves to roads, like they've destroyed dinosaurs through table, done it to paintings.
Pretty good with the rest.
To achieve what?
Wouldn't have wanted to get it out.
All you're doing, just Stop Oil, is you're taking away your freedom, my freedom. If you've got any children or grandchildren, their freedom and everybody else's. That is all you're doing. You're not big, you're not clever, and you're very, very stupid. Why you want to just shut snooker? This is the thing as well. They want to, where people chill out and get a bit of escapism. That's why sport and entertainment has been targeted in all directions. Because they want to stop things happening. It's not that they'll ban it, they'll just create this distortion. But they need people to play the part and pull people in. Well, that's what's happened tonight.
He's nearly there.
And God knows what's going to happen tomorrow. God knows in the world. There'll be something new, there'll be something... And no question it's happening on live television.
To appear at the crucible.
Like going back to horses.
He's about to become the
Horses are infinite consciousness, like we are.
special stage.
Now, people train to be athletes.
This has been
So do horses.
world-class snooker.
We'd all
From last
live a
year's
life in a
championship.
cotton wool. I mean,
It always looked like
You know what I
a
mean?
draw for Deng Junhui against
I mean,
Jose Buffet, but I don't suppose
is
he thought
like I
it
say, is the
was
cruel element to it? There's like, well, nobody's saying that.
been subjected to today.
Is gambling on it a bit low vibration, just cruel? Well, lowering the frequency of the world. To a point, yeah. But people have that right to have escapism. You've got to have some balance, some nuance. At one time, I just started effing blinding on camera, but you're just getting pulled in. But, you know,
He's got enough
the question is to people, what world do you want to live in?
available to get over.
Do you want to keep living in this world of this war, Satanism, paedophilia, destruction, sporting events getting wrecked, being narcissists, psychopaths? Or do we want to live in a world that's full of reality with infinite consciousness, understanding its reality of peace, love, harmony? Do what you want, don't impose your will on anybody else. Well, that's not impose the will. People say, what about freedom marches? Well, what about, that's what we're taking freedom back, that's a bit different. We're not actively going in and joining sporting events. And if ambulance want to get past from either, people let them. But a lot were honking their horns and supporting that. Because it takes a lot of energy itself. You can do things in a positive way. But if we just, visual representation is good, like the protests, the lockdowns, but non-acquiescence as well, eminence of infinite consciousness, those three things, pretty much it. But the way the National got disrupted, now the snooker, football events, probably something will happen in the Ashes. You wait for that one. You wait for that one. Probably at Lords, there'll be some cunt will come on and splash oil on cricket wicket. Them cricketers are going to remain calm and not smashing his head around back to back. They're tempting to go. That's what I mean. It's so easy to want to destroy beacon on the frequency. But
What a privilege.
and I can promise you, people can tell I don't think a fuck. But
You've taken the time of work.
I didn't know that was going to happen. It's all happening.
That's what we're saying,
So
yeah, there's the whack of the finger.
I want to wrap this up in a minute. I know it's tripping a little bit all over the place,
An exhibition.
but well, I was going to talk about the state of the world and
Going round the table.
put the camera on, and there it reveals itself.
How he's been
It's
playing and performing. It's been
kind of spooked myself how I just start to record. This will go on BitChute, YouTube, and Rumble. So I've got a lot of uploading to do, so that's going to be piggish, isn't it? But because I'm still getting back into making videos, I need a good night's sleep. And go again tomorrow.
It was great. I enjoyed it a lot. And
But yeah, people leave your thoughts.
and I couldn't play any better. And I was.
What I need to do is have a good night's sleep and pick a topic and really on it.
Great.
But it is dot connecting because all these dots connect. The global warming, climate change, is on the back of that is take away British freedoms and live in a digital holographic reality. And they're already uploading, you can capture, when people get their loved ones on the internet, and then capturing it as if they're going to live what we do live for consciously. But basically just a clone of us. And somebody sends me to Gareth Icke or something, and it's David Icke's voice, and David, like it with him, like proper deep fake. So all these things that,
There's so much to take.
all these things
Your smile says it all, Steve. It's quite nice,
all these things are
actually,
happening.
as a fan of snooker, as a viewer, knowing that there's a little bit of fire in his belly, and
There's not more good. I'm just scanning the surface.
Can't wait for Ronnie O'Sullivan
So
to deal with how good he had to be to overcome Ding first of all.
It was a phenomenal.
when we are
I mean, to come out the first two frames,
that eternal consciousness for sure, anything's
I
possible.
watched it in my room actually because I wasn't working this morning, and he played a red to stay on the maximum. He actually
So,
asked the crowd.
I want to see if there's any more developments in companies on wrap up.
Spread it right up and down the tape. It was like
But
he's an
it's
entertainer playing well as well. He's no situation or no player intimidates him. He's up for any situation.
It's about time we got a grip.
He is, because he's expressive. I mean, it wasn't quite.
And it should be
But it was
bad.
still pretty good. I mean, and that sort of
David
expression,
Attenborough
he's
brother
fans
themselves
attaching themselves to him.
safeguarding children from all
The
this
crowd is he wants to entertain the crowd and
stuff that's
and
going on with the
play
Satanism
snooker.
beautifully.
And
Because it's just
refreshing.
rife.
He put it up to Ronnie, he's not intimidated by
And
Ronnie, he's
that's
not scared
what-
to say
that's
what
why
he
they
thinks about Ronnie,
pull
which I
people
think
in.
a lot of players are.
And with the parents,
And, you know,
these drag
it's going to be
story times.
it's going to be an intense match.
All these dots connect, well talked about. I mean, they want people like David Attenborough to see it's random these dots are connected, when they actually are connected.
At the Crucible, and he said, he said Ronnie's quite friendly when he's asleep, which
It was some of it was quite savage, wasn't it? But listen, you've got to back that up. It's all very well.
So yeah,
you're
it's been a
saying
bit
these things, you've got to come out against
a
Ronnie.
strange one tonight.
Ronnie will be business as usual. Ronnie won't pay any attention to it. He won't be bothered by it. He'll just come out and be business as usual for him.
based purely on the talent of Hussein Bafai and what we know of Ronnie O'Sullivan here, what are his chances of causing an upset?
If he plays like the session today, of course he can.
So yeah,
some
bit should we just be the speechless, like I say.
If he plays like that, he's got a chance. Whether he can.
So I'm gonna. It's 22 minutes. I'm gonna take it to 25. Then I'm gonna roll it.
I'd be impressed, but he's improving all the time. Over the last 2-3 years, he's probably one of the most improved players in the game.
Well, as good as he was.
But yeah, going back to Matt Dallas here, and they just decided to
You know, he's got limitations.
act Larry. Like, Ron O'Sullivan made a point, do I really attract this much attention when I'm playing or not? David Harris is the type of person, and unfortunately for me, I am, it's just, if you,
He looks vulnerable.
we're all bit, obviously, not unique in narcissism in a spiritualist way, part of the same whole, but realising that. But when you, I don't know, like, I don't know, they're different people. What's onto it? Shine through window, I love you, I think. Probably do want to have a chat, but you don't have to converse.
He's a top 8 player, there's no doubt about it.
So we're off to a wonderful start. It's just like everything happens at once.
Worrying how fragile he is under pressure. But saying that, there's not a lot he could have done in this session this morning.
Not a lot he could have done against Hussein Bafai, totally agree with that. But the word about Ding that
It's interesting if David Hart tells about this with snooker and if he make Grand
How
National.
does he fix that? What does he do?
Well,
Just go
we'll
to
see.
someone
Might not.
help?
There's a lot of stuff going on.
I
He's a lot better with his job than I am.
He was back, he won 5 tournaments in one season, he was a serial winner, and has gone on off the boil. He's now not feared as a player, I don't think, from the
Need to
other
have a
top
shave
players.
and a shower and
So yeah,
But yeah,
I think he's got to work on
there's a
some
lot of
technical things, perhaps.
silences
As
today,
a coach
but
to maybe improve that side of it. Because,
just in a
as I say, when he gets in,
stay short.
there's
And I'm tired. I just fancied doing a video.
but he's got to sort of-
We've covered a few
Go
topics.
back to Hussein Bafai and his
Um,
style of play as well. I mean, what we all like to see is the aggression. Obviously, he's been given the nickname the gardener with so many plants that he produced. Today.
We'll probably get
And you
it back
talked
on.
about it as well today. Is that it doesn't matter what the situation is.
Mm.
You know, there's some players who go for the safe shot or they look to be conservative at certain times because of the situation.
Mm.
It's incredible to see under pressure that it doesn't matter what the situation is. You still have a
But
go.
yeah,
He played with great freedom this morning, great confidence.
right, I want to wrap it up.
Shot choice
Thanks for
very
watching.
aggressive. I mean, he was getting them.
Yes, I know it's been a bit all over
as
the
I say,
place.
3 sessions, to
Yes.
keep that up for 3 sessions against Ronnie O'Sullivan,
just-
who will
The synchronicity of start recording, then that happens. It's
those
like,
aggressive shots, long shots,
Yeah.
leaves Ronnie.
Just
Ronnie will
intuition.
pick him off. So he's got to play like he played.
Alright, I'll
today.
see you later.
He did three long sessions.
To get us back on, I
Massive
think.
challenge for Hussein Bafai. But what a challenge we will look forward to seeing against Ronnie O'Sullivan in the second round. Now, of course, Stephen and I chatting extensively about that match from earlier today, and the reason why is because a protester got into the Crucible, onto the arena earlier this evening, and we believe that protest has spread dry paint over table 1.
Yeah, so we're just waiting for
at the
update.
moment. That has actually been cleared now, it's been hoovered up, but there is an inspection going on to ascertain, determine whether or not the table is in a sufficient condition for the match to proceed, Stephen.
I mean, it's going to be
I mean,
strange that
nobody likes that dishes at best times. When you've got Asperger, it's
if
worse.
they do get to go back on the table play shots, it's going to be very tentative. They're not going to know what to expect. If the table's going to be fast, slow. I mean, are they going to get kicks? Are they be able to get every little particle that's been on the table off? So they're really going into the unknown. But if it's played,
Just imposing the will on people. Just let people.
That's the one thing.
So that, I mean,
Okay.
I would have a word with him, not violently, but tell him off.
Sooner rather than later, we'll keep updating you as and when we get
Oh,
more
that's all
information
that
on
long,
what's
isn't it?
going on in the Crucible Arena. A very unusual
Not all of them.
situation that unfortunately we don't have much
But yeah,
control of,
as you can
at this
see.
moment. But we will show you though what happened in the closing
They are
stages
still
of the
to
match
know voices
between
as well.
Mark Williams and Jimmy Robertson, which took place
Um,
today. Mark Williams actually began this session trailing.
The ball, nothing else but two. It's all happening.
Some wonderful snooker in the same manner that Hussein
Not how people get chocolate for it, but at least I managed to. A lot of them pause as well. Not only sometimes keeping control of emotions. Right, take care. Bye.